In this video, we will learn about the different parts of the Excel screen. Becoming familiar with the Excel screen will help you utilize Excel more efficiently. I'm using Office 365 version of Excel. Depending on your version of Excel, there may be slight variations, but most of what I cover should apply to your Excel version. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, title bar. The green bar at the top of the screen is the title bar. The title bar displays the name of the current Excel workbook file, which in this case is Book 1. To the right of the workbook file name is the name of the program, which obviously is Excel. The left side of the title bar displays the Quick Access toolbar. The middle of the title bar contains the search box, and the right side of the title bar contains ribbon display options and control buttons to modify the window. I will discuss these separately in this video. Number 2, Quick Access Toolbar. Located at the far left side of the title bar, the Quick Access Toolbar enables you to quickly access commonly used commands. A key thing to note is the Quick Access Toolbar is always visible. By default, the undo, redo, and save commands are displayed. However, we can click the down arrow to easily customize the toolbar. There are additional commands that can be added, including new, open, quick print, spelling, sort, etc. For example, we can add the quick print command, and now the quick print command displays on the Quick Access Toolbar. Further, we can also add the spelling command, and now you see that the spelling command is shown on the Quick Access Toolbar. Hopefully in a future video I will discuss in more detail how to customize the Quick Access Toolbar. Number 3, search box. The search box is located in the center of the title bar. It has a magnifying glass icon. Use the search box to find commands and get help on Excel features. You can execute commands from the search box results. For example, we can search bold and then execute the command directly from the search box. As you can see, this text here in cell A1 has been bolded, and we were able to do that directly from the search box. Number 4, ribbon display options. On the right side of the title bar are the ribbon display options. This drop-down gives you 3 ribbon display options. Let's take a look. Auto hide ribbon hides the ribbon. As you can see, the ribbon is no longer displayed. We can select again at the top of the screen to display the ribbon once again. Show tabs. If we select this, you can see that the ribbon only displays the tabs. And finally, show tabs and commands. This displays the tabs as well as the commands. One quick tip, you can use the keyboard shortcut Control F1 to hide the ribbon. Also, to display the ribbon again, you can, on your keyboard, Control F1 to display the ribbon once again. Number 5, minimize button. Also located on the far right side of the title bar is the minimize button. The minimize button looks like a minus sign. Clicking it places the Excel file on the taskbar at the bottom of the screen. As you can see, Book 1 is located here on the taskbar. Selecting the file restores the Excel file back to the screen. The minimize button is a simple feature that exists in most Windows-based applications. Number 6, restore down and maximize. The 2 squares at the far right side of the title bar is the restore down button. Clicking the 2 squares reduces the size of the Excel window. From here, you can resize the window as you wish. By dragging the mouse to the far edge until you see the double-sided arrows, you can then click and drag to resize the window. You can make it a little bit wider, or you can also resize it to be a little bit taller. One thing to note is that now on the far right side, the two squares have become one square. Now you just have a maximize button. By clicking this, it restores the screen to maximum size. Number 7, Close button. On the far right side of the title bar is the Close button. It is denoted by an X. Clicking the Close button closes a workbook. I will go ahead and click X, and as you can see, a dialog box appears asking if we want to save our changes. I will go ahead and click Save. Now we'll change Book 1 to Book 2. Click Save. It says Book 2 already exists. Do you want to replace it? I will go ahead and select Yes. As you can see, the workbook is now closed. The Close button is a common feature in most Microsoft applications. Number 8, Ribbon. The ribbon is a set of toolbars at the top of the window. It contains the Excel commands which are organized into groups within tabs. Number 9, Tab List. The ribbon is organized into a list of tabs. Each tab contains groups of related Excel commands. On my screen, the tabs are Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, and Developer. Number 10, File button. The File button opens the Backstage view. Backstage view is where you can do things like create, open, save, and print documents. It also contains numerous worksheet options and settings that can be configured. Although the File button is displayed next to the tab list, it is technically not a tab. Number 11, Collapse the Ribbon button. On the far right side of the ribbon, you will find the Collapse the Ribbon button. When you click this, the ribbon will collapse. As you can see, only the tab list names are showing. Now this is only temporary. If you want to display the ribbon again, you can select any of these tabs. I will select Home. As you can see, the ribbon displays once again. Now if I select any cell within the worksheet, the ribbon collapses once again. We can use the keyboard shortcut Control F1 to display the ribbon once again. So there you have it. You can use the Collapse the Ribbon button to collapse the ribbon, and you can also use the Control F1 keyboard shortcut to hide it as well as display it. Number 12, Name box. The name box displays the active cell address. For example, if I click in cell B4, you will see that the name box displays B4. The name box also displays the name of the selected cell, range, or object. Number 13, Formula bar. Formulas or information entered in a cell appear in the formula bar. For example, let's look at cell A1. Once we highlight it, you can see that in the formula bar, that information is displayed. Also, we can look at cell C4, and we can see in the formula bar that there's a formula A4 plus B4. Number 14, vertical scroll bar. The vertical scroll bar enables you to scroll the worksheet vertically. It is located on the far right side of the screen. You can use the down arrow to scroll down, and you can use the up arrow to scroll up. Number 15, horizontal scroll bar. The horizontal scroll bar works pretty much the same way as the vertical scroll bar, except it enables you to scroll horizontally. you can use the right arrow to scroll to the right, and then you can use the left arrow to scroll back to the left. Number 16, zoom control. The zoom control enables you to zoom in and out of the worksheet. There are a couple ways you can zoom in and out. The first way I will show you is by using the slider control. By selecting it and then dragging to the right, you can zoom in. By dragging it to the left, you can zoom out. A second way to zoom in and out of the worksheet is by using the plus and minus controls. The plus control zooms in. As you see, I'm zoomed in to 140%. The minus control zooms out. And now we've zoomed out to 80%. You can see the percentage of the zoom to the right of the zoom control. Right now it says 80%. 100% is the default. A couple of things to note. When you zoom out, more rows and columns will be visible. When you zoom in, for example, to 120%, less rows and columns will be visible. Number 17, page view buttons. These buttons affect the worksheet display. There are three options available: normal, page layout, and page break preview. Normal view is the default view, and that's the view that we're currently in. Page layout is a visual representation of the pages in your worksheet. So if we go to page layout view, we will see how our page is visually laid out. If we go to the page break preview, this view shows page breaks. As you can see, we have page 1, then we have a page break, then page 2, and then we have a page break, and then page 3. So page breaks are dividers that break a worksheet into separate pages for printing. So there you have it. Those are page view buttons. Number 18, sheet tabs. Each sheet tab represents a worksheet in the workbook. A workbook can have unlimited worksheets, but it must have a minimum of one worksheet. The active sheet will have a different colored sheet tab. Also, the worksheet's name will be displayed on the sheet tab. Number 19, New Sheet button. The New Sheet button adds a new worksheet. It is displayed to the right of the sheet tabs. To add a new worksheet, just select the plus icon, and as you can see, a new sheet, sheet 4, has been added. Number 20, sheet tab scroll buttons. If your workbook contains many sheets, then not all the sheet tabs may be visible. The sheet tab scroll buttons enable you to scroll the sheet tabs. For example, in this workbook, we have 15 sheets. We can use the right scroll button to scroll to the last sheet, which in this case is sheet 15. We can also use the left scroll button to scroll back to the first sheet. If you want to see a list of all the sheets in your workbook, you can right-click in this area, and you can also see a list of all the sheets in your workbook. Also, you can use Control left-click the right arrow to go scroll to the last sheet, and then you can use Control left-click left arrow to scroll back to the first sheet. Number 21, Macro Recorder Indicator. This Macro Recorder button enables you to start and stop recording a VBA macro. Macros are a series of instructions using Visual Basic for Applications, VBA. They are typically used to automate Excel tasks. Macros are an advanced Excel topic which I may cover in a separate video. Number 22, Status Bar. The status bar at the bottom of the screen displays status of various options that have been selected to appear on it. Right-click the status bar to see the various options that can be customized. The cell mode, Numerical lock, caps lock, and scroll lock are a few of the options that appear on the status bar. Number 23, Selected Cell Indicator. The active cell or selected range of cells have a dark outline, typically green colored. For example, if I select cell B2, you can see that there's a dark outline around B2, which is now the active cell. The active cell is a cell that's ready for input. So I can go ahead and type in text here into the active cell. Now if I select a range of cells, you can see now that the dark outline borders the entire selected range. And within that range, there is one cell, B2, that is light colored, and that indicates that within the selected range, B2 is the active cell. Did you know there are over 17 billion cells in an Excel worksheet? 17,179,869,184 cells to be exact. Number 24, row numbers. An Excel worksheet is organized into rows and columns. Each row has a number on the left side of the screen. An Excel worksheet can have a maximum of 1,048,576 rows. To select an entire row, click the row heading number on the left side of the screen. Number 25, column letters. Each column has a letter or letters. Column letters span across the top of the screen. Column letters range from the letter A to A-XFD. There are 16,384 columns in a worksheet. To select the entire column, click the column heading letter. In this case, I will select the column heading letter D, and as you can see, the entire column is selected. This now wraps up our video on the Excel screen, 25 things to know. You should now have a solid basic understanding of the Excel screen. Thank you for watching. If this video has helped you, please click like. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. Until next time.